What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be reviewing the series that just ended between the Nashville Predators and your Carolina Hurricanes. And not just that today, we're also going to be previewing, I should say, the next series, which is going to be between the Carolina Hurricanes, your Carolina Hurricanes, and the Tampa Bay Lightning, the current reigning Stanley Cup champions. So that'll be a good series as well. But as far as the review goes, there's a whole separate video for the Predators Game 1 review, which will be pinned right here, right now. So let's get into Game 2. We talked about Game 1 already. Game 2, another home game for the Carolina Hurricanes, and another big win for them. Obviously, the one starter was Alex Nedeljkovic in this matchup. He had his first career playoff shutout. He was just absolutely marvelous. Aho with 2 goals, and Brady Skjei was the defensive monster out there for the entirety of the game. Nashville could never really get anything going, and it was just pretty much Carolina control from beginning to end in this one. So that was very good to see there. Now in this Game 3, yes, the Carolina Hurricanes did end up losing this game, but we didn't really necessarily play bad. Nedeljkovic obviously didn't have his greatest game out there. Juuse Saros, man, what a goaltender Juuse Saros is. Absolute great performance, game in and game out for Juuse Saros, honestly. I really don't think he had a bad game. The goals that the Carolina Hurricanes scored against the Nashville Predators wouldn't really suggest that, but man, Juuse Saros was great. He really was. He was fantastic this series. But yes, Nashville did pull out this one in double overtime. The first of 2 double overtime games to happen in this series, and the first of 4 overtime games in this series. I'm not going to lie, it was a bit of a heartbreaker in this game, but not too bad because you still understood that the games Carolina had won, they were purely dominant. Nashville, they played themselves a good game, but it still felt like Carolina had control over the series. Now, when we get into this Game 4, this is when things kind of got like, oh man, what's going on right here? And as Nashville know Carolina's game plan too much right now. So, anyways, another fantastic game from Juuse Saros. 58 saves. What a game from him. But yeah, Nashville comes out with another double OT victory here. There was a goal in every single period of this game for both sides, except for obviously the second overtime period. But man, Nedeljkovic versus Juuse Saros, it was a better goaltending matchup than probably most would have expected. Alex Nedeljkovic is a guy who, coming into this year, really didn't have many expectations at all, and Juuse Saros wasn't really guaranteed the starting spot over Pekka Rinne. So, I mean, really, for these guys to come out and perform like this, it was really insane. But this is kind of where, I don't want to say Carolina fans got worried, but Nashville was showing that they were no team to be messing around with. That's a shot at you, Kane Twitter. Watch yourself. But anyways, Nashville really had another good game for themselves. Carolina didn't play bad either. I mean, Carolina really didn't have a bad game anywhere in here. It's just Nashville really able to get that one out. Same thing here in Game 5, man. Game 5 kind of felt like it was honestly going to be another one of those Nashville wins. I'm not going to lie to you. But Martin Necas came to the rescue. Beautiful wraparound goal to tie it up. And Jordan Staal using his baseball bat for a hockey stick to bat that one in to beat the Nashville Predators in that one. So, and let's go over here to the final Game 6 right here in Nashville, where the Carolina Hurricanes pulled it out. Nashville was up 3-1 in this game, but Carolina able to pull it back. Starting pretty much the first half of this game, in my opinion, was probably the worst that Carolina had played all series, in my opinion. But the second half might have debatably been the best hockey they played. It was just fantastic hockey to end it there. And do not look at the save percentage, because Juuse Saros was much better than this suggests. I'm telling you, Juuse Saros is fantastic. But anyways, Nashville just couldn't hold on to it. It's Carolina figured out something, and they just kept piling on. Once they got that first goal in the second period, Nashville could not stop Carolina, and that just points to Jaccob Slavin being the most important player on either side for this series, in my opinion. I say Jaccob Slavin and UC Saros were the two most important guys on their respective teams. Jaccob Slavin was absolutely fantastic, and when he played, the Hurricanes won. That's just how it was. Jaccob Slavin, probably he's up there in the best defensemen in the league, obviously, but defensively, he might be up there in the top 3 best defensive defensemen in the NHL. He's just absolutely fantastic, and he is really the reason the Carolina Hurricanes won this series. So there it is. Carolina wins in 6, winning all their home games and winning one of Nashville's home games to win it in 6 games for 2. Now let's do a little bit of a preview for this Lightning series here. Obviously, these two teams have seen each other quite a bit this year, being in the same division, which all teams can say about this early in the playoffs because, you know, the restrictions because of what's going on and stuff, you know. But anyways, I don't want to say too much, but I like how Carolina played. I like how fast they play and how big they are. And I think the matchup between most likely Nedeljkovic in most of the games, depending on how things go, I could see Peter Mrazek playing in 1 or 2, but most is definitely going to be Nedeljkovic. And for the Lightning, goodness, why can't I think? Yeah, Vasilevskiy. He's been really good. Not his greatest season by any means, but he's been really good. Obviously, last year he was insane. A big reason they won the Stanley Cup. But I think these two teams match up really well against each other. I think it's going to be a really, really good season, and I almost don't see a way this doesn't go 7, to be quite honest with you. I think it's going to be a very good game. Jaccob Slavin is going to be key yet again for the success of the Carolina Hurricanes. Kucherov, I believe, is going to play in the series. I could be wrong about that, but if he does, that's obviously going to be big for Tampa. But Carolina, I like the way they've been playing, and I think if they can keep this level of consistency and this level of perseverance, as I like to call it, then I think they definitely have a good chance at beating the defending Stanley Cup champions. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments about this below. What do you think about the Hurricanes' chances in this series, and what do you think about their last series against Nashville? Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment, do all that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.